not sure if you've heard of it. It's on Biden's decline. It's called Original Sin. I'm sure you've heard on May 20th. That's Tuesday. Original Sin. That's coming out in 3 weeks. On May 20th. That's just 19 days away. In 1 week and 1 day. Coming out in just a few days. Comes out Tuesday. You will not believe what we found out.
What is this bombshell book about?
A new book is outlining new claims about former President Biden's physical and mental health. The book claims Biden's health had become so severe that there were internal discussions about putting the president in a wheelchair.
He allegedly was napping during debate preparations.
Another bombshell. Former President Biden apparently forgot the name of his longtime aide, Jake Sullivan, and called him Steve.
To be fair, when you forget a white guy's name, to be fair, and I say this with respect to the bombshell, Steve is not a bad guess.
Melania and I are saddened to hear about Joe Biden's recent medical diagnosis. We extend our warmest and best wishes to Jill and the family, and we wish Joe a fast and successful recovery.
That's it? No exclamation points, no all caps, no insults. Whole thing spelled correctly. It's really got all the telltale signs of a post definitely written by Donald Trump. I look at this post, I swear to God, on Truth Social. I wonder when they saw this post, Truth Social sent him a security alert. They just sent him a quick message. We noticed some suspicious humanity on your account. If this was, in fact, you, President Trump, please reply, Nancy Pelosi's husband is gay. Just reply that.
A surreal report that could turn immigration into a TV show. The Trump administration says it's in the very beginning stages of the vetting process for a reported immigrant reality TV show, where immigrants would compete to prove they are the most American with a chance to win U.S. citizenship.
A reality TV show for citizenship is somehow the most un-American and most American thing I've ever heard of. Although we already have a contest to prove who's the most American, and it's called the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest. What's more American than eating until your colon explodes and then going bankrupt from medical bills? But let me be clear, I hate this idea. Unless they're looking for a host, then I love this idea. And I'm available on Fridays. I will say it might be a nicer way to get deported. Instead of ICE agents disappearing you up in unmarked vehicles, Ryan Seacrest walks into your living room with a TV crew and is like, Carlos, we're taking you out of the USA. And before he took over, Dan Bongino wasn't afraid to tell us the truth about what the FBI was covering up.
Nobody knows how much material people have on Jeffrey Epstein. It's unbelievable. The guy killed himself, and now nobody's going to know.
Yeah, exactly. Epstein killed himself? Ugh. Bongino knows the truth, and now he and Kash Patel get to see all the files. So on Sunday, they sat down for an interview to tell us what really happened. Because we know Epstein didn't just kill himself.
He killed himself.
He killed himself without air quotes? That is the craziest thing I've ever heard, all right? I was a single-issue voter on this. Why did you change your mind?
As a public defender, as a prosecutor who's been in that prison system, who's been in the Metropolitan Detention Center, who's been in segregated housing, you know a suicide when you see one, and that's what that was.
Again, you want me to get... I've seen the whole file. He killed himself.
I've never seen someone so sad that the deep state didn't kill someone.
Death. 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 Horrible death. Death. I don't know.
What a host. Death. Hey, do you want a Diet Coke? Yeah. Death, horrible death. That's... Now, the reason Trump turned this White House event into a murder podcast is that Trump is convinced that there is a white genocide going on in South Africa, which of course means there is no white genocide happening in South Africa. It's not even mathematically possible. I mean, you'll never run out of white South Africans when one of them is making 5,000 kids a week. But But still, Trump thinks there is one, and you know he cares about it because he said white genocide. It's like someone told him, hey, it's not just a genocide, it's a white genocide, you know, the bad kind. And Trump's like, oh, shit, get him in.
A mistake on a Donald Trump keepsake might be funny to some.
But it wasn't a laughing matter for the couple who paid more than $600 for the Trump-branded watch.
Get your Trump watch right now. It's Trump time.
I noticed it right away. The T is missing.
So it should say Trump.
Should say Trump.
Instead,
it says rump.
Truly, I did not expect them to be able to read. And you might be thinking, what kind of respectable horological craftsman of luxury timepieces would allow this to happen? Well, it turns out watches might just be their side business.
New eye-popping details about Donald Trump's watches, and there's a link to Viagra Honey.
There is another company at this business registered at the same address called The Best Honey on Earth. They sell male enhancement honey, which is exactly what it sounds like. It is a product that helps men perform in the bedroom.
Wait, everyone shut up. Stop laughing. That's boner honey?
There is no substitute for seeing the actor playing the part doing the crazy stuff, because that way the character never disappears. Like when you hand over to a stunt professional, it's about the stunt, and the character sort of disappears a little bit. But you can see there's a bit when he's trying to get into the back cockpit of this plane, and the wind hits him, and it just fills his head with air.
Yeah.
It's the most unflattering picture of Tom Cruise you will ever see. Right. He just goes...
Right. But he does that, but he also stays in character, which is crazy, because he's hanging off a plane.
I know. In Dead Reckoning, there's a bit when I'm in the car, as I'm always just telling him what to do, and he jumps off the cliff on a motorbike, and he's base jumping, he's free falling, and I say, "Are you on the train yet?" And he says, "I'm trying to get away from this mountain." And he delivers a joke in free fall, you know, with comedy timing. It's very impressive.
President Trump's so-called Big Beautiful Bill.
One Big Beautiful Bill.
Trump's Big Beautiful Bill.
Freut sich denn jetzt am meisten über Trumps Big Beautiful Bill?
Mein Gott, I guess they are going to go along with it. It's a big, beautiful bill. The BBB. Although it is reminding some people of something else.
Even if you're getting excitement from Capitol Hill and the White House over the BBL, that the Big Beautiful Bill. Sorry.
Share your screen right now. Right now, share it, or this interview is over. I love how flustered he got after that. It's the BBL. Oh, sorry. I mean butts. I mean big juicy asses. Okay. The bill isn't just about taking health care from poor people to give rich people tax cuts. I'm sure there's something in there for the rest of you.
Some provisions tucked into the bill. One of them eliminates the $200 firearm registration fee for gun silencers.
Yeah, let's see, that was added by Rhode Island Representative John Wick. What's the benefit of making it slightly cheaper to buy silencers? I mean, is there an assassin out there who's like, hey, I got my shot lined up, but first, let me call my accountant to see how this affects my deductions? I mean, maybe it's better if silencers are more affordable. Now, when a mass shooter is going through a classroom, the other classrooms can keep learning.